precision machine, the enchanted, eternal landscape, our true stage, the encounter of our lifetime. The creation model puts the value before us. We are to determine great strength from the dream machine and the raising of children and the loving of our wives. The care of this garden is littered with treasures from next dimensional access ports gained through behavioral modification. Our creature, the Green Wolf robot, exists as an engine to transform the world from the caverns of wizardom and the deeps of our soul, as old as the earth, for the full body of all resources. Hatch, Panheliosphere, Millie the Outlaw, the Halloween Twins, the Alicorn Stallion Robot, fast friends with Eric Cartman, and the Green Wolf Robot, a champion of 2021, the fierce wolf to bring destiny's greatest child. It is the armor of the youth. It is the story of their generation. We can give them the magical transcendent launching of their own super robot rocket into the sky. Genuine Earth technology existing on the power of the full production release, the production of this family company startup is a genuine heart, and the strength and the work representative of a lifetime. My enchanted experience in the garden, my education and my walk. The earth trusts me with experiential cognitive clockwork. Echo reverberates from within. The kinship, the family, the unconditional love. Between this family is the glory and the greatness that will prevail us into the future and defeat all obstacles. For every tooth in the Green Wolf robot is the promise of our garden, Earth, Trey Parker, Hatch Panheliosphere. Our friendship causes the strength to cause the true balanced relationship for resident to exist on garden and earth to transcend and relate to the entire universe as a bold evidence of our civilization and our strength, our duty and character. Let the earth have the equipment to perform such task. That is the Green Wolf robot. And it grows in strength as it becomes a true technology in the form of a toy that generates music. The Green Wolf robot toy increases the Earth's ability to defend itself against peril. But we are not those who prognosticate evil into the future, so we don't know the exact perils that is the strain of a generation, Greta and the Friday Kids. What are they sensing? What is their challenge in the future? It's only for them to know. That is a strain of identity. That's actually how things work. The The fullness of earth in the garden rides upon our working collaboration. Our ability to work together is tantamount to hear various professionals of the wild. The Massachusetts Wizards is saying this is an apocalypse and we need to respond and give them the technology. The script is perfect for the South Park special. And when I'm talking about the next step for me, it's really, with a getting some cars and opening a shop and getting bigger and growing and this new channel all of a sudden I was able to do this amount of work and it's an American legend. And to initiate it through South Park is actually the greater Zion for me and for America and for South Park. This episode is a powerhouse. It doesn't stop. It's a grand slam. And there are times when Stan is encountering in the depths of virtual reality a complete nightmare scenario because he's comprehending the agony of the world and how much the world has endured. The lashings, the markings on the back of the earth has just allowed us to grow as a child and as a family and plot our course through communication and laughter and growing, of course. And, you know, but like Earth is like, oh, like, sorry, look, it's, 2020 was the reckoning that the world needed advanced help. And that's what this episode is about. It's like we're here to rescue our children. It's about feeding children. It's about being a hero. That's what makes this script so powerful, is because Hatch and Randy Marsh in the cartoon, they become really good friends and they start casting magic, because Hatch is this guy who educates about the moral laws. Like, how do you access those hidden dimensions that are the values of, like, what can be actually gained during a lifetime? And there's like a category and a sploo, but it's also like an infinite amount of ways of accessing them. The identity is like this, and these are also things that are renewable in a way that's like, but not all of them. They're not all of them are renewable. Some of them get turn someone into a king, and it can't be duplicated or something. But this is like the sequence of generations and identity, and talking about relevancy physics and legitimacy physics about what is the most intense course of meditation for identity to pursue. If we placate the children and treat them as consumers like this is a type of abuse that begins to bring atrophy to the entire industry. It begins to have like telltale signs and zombies that explain the physics of like losing the sharpness of English itself by failing this task. All right. Hold on a second. Someone's knocking on my door. I'll be right there. Give me a minute. So, the perfect circle, wizard encounter, for the completion of our soul, Omega Pan. This is the briefest of updates. I would have liked to continue talking, but someone knocking on my door, so I'm gonna cut it right here. I just want to say, you guys, like, you need to understand that the package of my character set is the strength that causes this engine to transform the universe and everything. This is a dynamite script, but you couldn't really. The reason it makes it so powerful is because of our friendship and because of the character dynamic. And we might have differences and we might have trouble tolerating one another or whatever. But when we're talking about working for the world, and that's the professional suit of a gentleman. So I ask you to join me and produce this collab between Trey Parker and Hatch. Make a South Park hour-long episode with me directing. It's going to be boom, boom, boom. It's going to be a grand epic and like huge amounts of music, or because I'm sort of I have a different tenacity. Whereas Trey would feel like, is it funny? Is it funny? But I'm like, well, I bring this excuse gamut, a grommet, I mean, an extra piece to the dynamic. Where I'm like, this is funny because it pays off the seriousness of that tome when the Green Wolf awakens and destroys the problems of the universe. That pays out for when Stan Marsh perfects the moment and says like the perfect joke and so hilarious, like a little bit after, in the Riptide. For true mastery, you guys, thank you so much. Please, I hope to hear from you. Try to break the pattern of, let's go production green light. Go, go, go. Thank you so much, Troy. All right. It is perfect. It is complete. It is good.